Here's how I made the cover art for my new single Alone in the Dark entirely for free with Blender. I started off with a sketch roughly what I wanted the scene to look like. Next I went on this site called TurboSquid to find some resources I'd need. I saw this texture for a road, I saw this model for a street lamp. I was originally going for a more realistic look, but when I saw this forest pack I thought it was just too cute not to use it. Now in Blender, I made a slab and then I gave that an array modifier, and then I added the texture I found. Also the ground is just a plane. I imported the model for this street lamp, but I couldn't get the textures imported, so I just made my own materials. One's a very basic metal and one's a very basic light. And then placing all these other objects, trees, rocks, and mushrooms, I wanted to randomize their orientation, size, and placement, but I couldn't figure it out, so I just placed them all manually. After my first render, I noticed I placed many of these objects floating above or inside of the ground, so I went back and fixed that. I also felt the background was a little flat, so I added some mountains. I also added an HDRI and some lights, but most of the light is just coming from these street lamps. And then I just waited a long time for it to render, and that's basically it.